Hello guys, welcome back to I Am Lady Lux. I am here addressing some of your Q&A. So first I want to thank you for a variety of really great questions, and I'm going to have to answer those questions in parts. So this first part is going to be the questions around my personal life and just getting to know me a little bit better. But before we get started, I also wanted to film today just to show you the type of outfit that I wear on, ultra high power days. So today I have business meetings at the highest level of the company that I work for, and just wanted to show you how I present myself professionally. Just going over what I have on very quickly. So I had mentioned in my career wardrobe basics that I absolutely love this Stella McCartney blazer, and I do. And so that's what I have on. I have on an Ili Tahari shell. You can see my jewelry is minimalist. I think that this is I got from Nordstrom. I want to say it's their Nadri brand, but it's just a really simple lariat necklace. And then I do have on Chanel, but just a little touch of the earrings that you probably will have seen in a haul by now. I just have on simple black pants. Exactly what I told you to wear in the career video is what I have on. And I have on my Prada 85 millimeter pumps. So this is the professional look that I do for high level meetings. I do break out more Chanel in my everyday business life, but we can talk about that because that came up in my Q&A. That won't be addressed this one, it'll be addressed another one. So today I am answering the personal questions, which are always so fun to answer. And so I have them written down here, and we'll answer them for sure. Where to here? So the first question I'm going to answer is from Brittany Snow. She asks, how many kids do I have and what are their ages? How did my husband and I meet? Well, first, how did my husband and I meet, and how long have I been married? And if I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? So yes, I have kids. I have two kids. My oldest son is a teenager. He's 13. And my youngest daughter is 7. And sometimes you see her pop into vlogs. And in earlier videos, my son pops in too. So they are the lights of my world, the love of my life, and they are really good kids. So thank you for asking about them. How did my husband and I meet, and how long have I been married? So I've been married 17 years, and my husband and I met in high school. We met at a track meet. We were both athletes, and he just said hello to me at a track meet, and the rest was history. And what's so interesting about that day is I woke up that morning thinking that something special was going to happen in my life. And it absolutely did. And I met the love of my life. And it was one of the best days of my life. We met way back in 1991, which tells you how long we've known each other. And although occasionally we've dated other people, I would call us high school sweethearts because I've been with him the majority of my teenage and adult life. If I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? I would live right here in the United States in San Clemente, California. I lived there for about 4 years and I absolutely love it. I would love to buy a second home there. I am actively working on that, and that is where I hope to retire. What I don't like about California is the taxes. Of course, you guys know I'm a business person, but I would just love to spend my time there. I love everything about Orange County, and it's just a beautiful place to live. And I spent a long time in my career trying to get back there. So yeah, San Clemente, California is where I would live. Do my kids earn allowance? So, Tiffany Turner asks, do my kids earn allowance? They don't earn allowance, they earn commission. And we'll talk more about this when I talk about a book that heavily inspired my life. But I don't like the word allowance because it seems like you get paid just for showing up, living, and breathing. Commission is you don't work, you don't get paid. And so they have certain chores around the house, and if they do them and they have a good week and they work hard in their athletics, then they get a commission. If not, they'll either get a lesser commission or no commission at all. So yes, they do have opportunities to earn money. My son is more and more interested in those things. We also provide bonus opportunities. So things I need done around the house that are a little bit more labor intensive, I will say, hey, there's an opportunity here for you to make some extra money. And he generally does not turn that down. The next question, Tiffany, am I going to have any more kids? The answer is a resounding Absolutely never. I mean, God willing, right? Because his plan is the ultimate plan. But I am not interested in having any more kids. I don't enjoy the pregnancy experience. And I am enjoying having my kids in a spot where they are self sufficient, they travel well, they can tell me what hurts. I do love little babies, but I've been there, done that, got the t shirt. And my youngest is 7. And so that would be a really big break before we see the light at the end of the tunnel. And then I also believe in not having more kids than you can afford. And so there's a certain, I want to be able to provide my kids certain opportunities. And so I've always been really mindful. I've always thought that I've wanted 2 children. And that's what I got. And I was blessed enough to have both a boy and a girl. I'm very blessed. Irma Lenaro asks, what is my favorite holiday/destination with my husband? So anytime that I can be with him is great. We are both very busy professionals. We just recently went to Paris and we had a wonderful time. He really loved the city. But I would say beyond that, anywhere that there's a beach and a luxury resort where we can just chill out and reconnect, we really like. We also like when we go on vacation to do spa days together. And so that's something that's always on the list. So I would say as far as city, so far Paris, we still have a lot of the world to explore. And generally we do a beach vacation. We've also been on quite a few cruises and we like Royal Caribbean for our cruises. So hope that answers your question. The Bag Wiz asks, is my husband into luxury? Not into it like I am, but he does appreciate luxury. I think it's hard for anybody to be into luxury like I am because I'm a little bit over the top. I just absolutely love it. But she goes on to ask, do you buy him luxe gifts and what have you bought him? Absolutely, I do. He really loves the Louis Vuitton monogram Eclipse print. And so that's what I get him. He has a lot of stuff in that print, including the suitcase. He buys things for himself as well occasionally, but he's just not a shopper like I am. But he has the duffel. He has a lot of accessories. He has this really cool like sling across the chest bag. He is just a really cool guy, and he is so handsome, and he just looks so good. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, he is into luxury. He likes Louis Vuitton. He does have an Hermes belt and does appreciate Hermes. Also a challenge with my husband is he is 6'7", and so a lot of his stuff needs to be custom, and so he can't just walk into the store and buy it off the rack. Regina Ferguson asks, do I have any siblings? Yes, I do. I'm the oldest of 4 girls. We are all very close. I'm especially close to number 2. We were born in 2 sets. We all have the same parents, but I am 12 years older than my youngest sister, and there's 5 years between the 2 sets, so between number 2 and number 3. But we are all very close. We love each other very much, and I'm really blessed to have the sisters that I have. As a matter of fact, number 2 and I talk every single morning over Marco Polo, every single morning without fail, and throughout the day when I can. And she goes on to ask, handbag collection, please. Yes, I will do a handbag collection. We're getting through the haulathon right now, and you will see everything that I have to haul, and then we'll do the handbag collection, which is also going to have to be a series. Sorry for the background noise. My husband's actually making a smoothie. Also, I didn't get this question, but my husband does not do social media. He's not interested in being in... He's not interested in being in... the YouTube videos or the vlogs or anything like that. It's just not his thing, so I respect his wishes, and that is fine by me. Let's see. That is it on this page. Memes Mills asks, what are your pet peeves? I would say 2 things. People with very large egos bother me, and that sort of manifests itself in a couple of ways. Usually people who are rude and disrespectful to people, I don't like that. I don't like it when people are rude and disrespectful to people in positions of service. And just anything that's ego-driven is not for me. I hope that when I present my luxury handbags, it's in a very non-egotistical way. It's a genuine desire to want to connect to people who are into the same thing. But it's not about me. I could not do this. I enjoy it, but I could not do this, and I wouldn't feel any kind of way about it ego-wise, so to speak. Another pet peeve of mine is I do not like automated phone systems. I am very fanatic about customer service, and I feel like if my call is important to you, then you should answer the phone versus having a machine do it. So as you can imagine, most things that we do customer service wise have automated answering services, and so I am generally aggravated when I call in, but I also don't take it out on the poor person who I finally get to on the phone. Lucky Stars 228 asks, what does my husband think of my luxury shopping, and does he have expensive hobbies? So my husband is amazing, and he's always loved and supported me for who I am and what I am. So he is fine with it. He knows what I like, and is that how he would spend his money, or at least as much of it as I do? Probably not. But I also am blessed enough to make my own money. And so, I do my luxury in a way where it doesn't impact my household. I get comments to say, you should be saving for this. You should be saving. Trust me, it's covered. So he loves me and supports me. Does he have expensive habits? Nah. I mean, he likes luxury. He likes to travel. Eating out is not my thing. That's his thing. He loves a good meal and loves, great restaurants. And so I do that with him and support him in that. That's not how I would choose to spend my money, on a very expensive meal, but he loves that. He loves high quality food. And so I think marriage and love is about acceptance, not acceptance of everything, including a lot of bull smack, but love is about acceptance. You will find that for those of you who've not been in a relationship for a long term, that is really what it's about. And that is about accepting that person for who and what they are, as long as they are living according to your values and they are not doing things to harm or hurt you or your household. And so I'm very blessed to have a husband who loves and accepts me. Does he have expensive hobbies? I mentioned the eating out. He also likes cars. So he drives a really nice car, but he'll drive it for a long time. So I'm so lucky to be married to a husband who is financially responsible, and we're equally yoked in our responsibility, so to speak. Let's see what else. Okay, a few more questions. Let's see. Oh, the Bagwiz asks for thoughts on buying luxury for kids. So I think she was talking to her daughter or a friend and is interested in, my husband's looking at me. I told you he doesn't like social media, so he's looking at me like, who are you talking to? So I don't buy luxury for kids. No, they are growing so quickly. And for me, I buy luxury for myself because I'm either going to be the same size or a little bit smaller, right? Hopefully I won't go the other direction, but I just don't think that it's a good use of your money. For my kids, it's Target, it's Walmart. I mean, they have such beautiful things that kids would like to wear. If we're going high end, we'll shop at Nordstrom. I think I mentioned in a video I will do for my son. He's not Target or Walmart yet or anymore because he's 13, but we'll do Saks Off Fifth or Nordstrom Rack to be able to get him good brand name stuff. I'll shop the sales, but no, it's a no for me. I agree with your daughter or your sister or your friend who says save the money on that Versace and put that into their college fund and buy them something that they will love just as much and get where it makes sense, cost per wear, if that makes sense. Now I got a few questions on my sorority. So for those of you who don't know, I'm an AKA. Laquita Robinson asks, did I pledge an undergrad? Yes, I did. I pledged Omega chapter in Cleveland, Ohio, a single letter chapter, and I love my AKAs. She's asking if I have any insights into the graduate experience. She has expressed interest and attended a few events in Cobb County, that's here in Georgia. but wasn't sure where to start. I would say to make connections and friends with ladies who are in a graduate chapter. There's also quite a bit of information online where you can express your interest. So I would do that. But it's really a relationship based situation. I don't know a ton about the graduate pledging process since I pledged undergraduate and then just matriculated to the grad chapter. And I've switched grad chapters because I've lived all over the country. But I would try and make that personal connection. Don't give up. Attend more events, but also follow up on that attendance. If you meet someone who you feel like you connect with, meet them up for coffee and ask about next steps is what I would recommend. Really Cool Introvert says, what made me choose AKA? I just connected with and admired the women who went before me in my chapter. And so it was more about where I felt comfortable and where I felt I belonged. And my membership in the sorority has served me very well. I've been traveling in certain parts of the world and staying in a hotel. There happened to be a sorority event going on, and my sorors invited me in to participate, and had not met me before then. So it's the legacy of sisterhood. It's also the service aspect of it. My sorority does, with a lot of sororities, I'm not excluding others, but does a lot of good for people around the country and around the world. So those two things were really, really important to me. It was the support, the sisterhood, the service. And my legacy? No, actually my background, I come from very humble beginnings. Neither of my parents were college educated. And they were both blue-collar workers. So my father worked in Cleveland for the city, for the school board for a while, and he paints things. He would do maintenance on schools. So it's interesting when people meet me, they think that I come from this, really high-end background, and I don't. I have earned everything. We have bootstrapped, my husband and I, our entire life and career, and worked really, really hard for it. So no, there was actually no one who was college educated in my immediate family, and no one who was an AKA. So I was the first one to pledge, and I'm proud to say I have a cousin who pledged Alpha Chapter at Howard University, and since then, we've added another one to the sorority family. So I answered the question. She also asks if I have siblings. Would I consider doing vlogs? So yes, I shot one this weekend, and that will go up as a bonus video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will do more and more. That's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I am willing to go there. And then what are my hobbies? So I love to read. I am a voracious reader. I also love just personal development, mentorship. It's kind of like a thing for me. And then I also love to travel, of course. I love to spend time with my family. I'm not an arts and crafts type of girl. That's just not my thing. But, I would say, reading. I also love reality TV. I don't know if that's a hobby. That's probably a guilty pleasure more so than anything. And what else? Oh, I also work out. So I've always been consistent about working out every morning, and I like the fitness aspect of that. And then the last couple questions I have personally is Jane Edwards and Marilyn Duncan. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing the names, ask similar questions. Jane asks, will we ever leave the closet and go on shopping vlogs? Yes, we will leave the closet. I'll see about the shopping vlogs. I'm also very respectful of stores' policies about filming in the store. So above anything, I'm always going to be professional first. That's just how I'm bent. And so, yes, I'm interested in doing the vlogs. I've talked to Beverly. She has suggested that we do a meetup or some sort of party at Saks here in Atlanta. So I want to present that to you guys and see if you would be interested in that. I would hate to have her go through the work and then, it not have good attendance. So I'm always respectful of people's time and energy, and I'm always beyond grateful if anyone does anything for me. And then Marlene Duncan asks, would I ever do a house tour or a closet tour? So yes, I will be doing a closet tour. A house tour, no. I've decided for security reasons that that's not the best thing to do. You might see backgrounds in a vlog, but I, am not going to give the layout of my house, if you can understand, for safety reasons. I think other folks on YouTube have had some security troubles when they do that. So I hope that you understand. So with that, that wraps up the personal side of the questions that I received. Thank you all so much for your questions. I really have enjoyed them. If I missed you, just let me know below and I will answer your question in the comments. But the next section that's going to come up is going to be career questions. And I think I'm going to divide them into my career background and what I do, and then also the advice side, because there was a lot of questions around handling different people at work. And then, of course, we're going to get into beauty and luxury. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I enjoyed getting to know you. If you have any additional questions, let me know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.